Hello, my people. You're welcome to HammerTime. Today, live from Chicago, I have our good old friend, our uncle, our grandpa, our daddy, Joe Artiso, former member of Ramblers band.
Yes.
Okay, people, for you to know the voice behind certain songs, such as Amabonsu, Jankadabre, and can you mention few his songs that you did then?
We did songs in a way like Aloma and Aloma mano kunawa wumlo. Aloma mano kunawa wumlo. Aloma mano kunawa wumlo. Aloma mano kunawa wumlo. Adekpe kuto madode na adekpe o. Aloma mano kunawa wumlo. Adekpe kuto madode na adekpe o. Aloma mano kunawa wumlo.
Any other popular one that you can do for us?
Jayo jayo menino biansu. Menino biansu. Jayo ajanka menino biansu. Menino biansu. Many senti me dreaming. Me dreaming. Yasi usechi velda. Anti se usaya. Inti munye jamo brosu. Jara wodi na fatu video. Aye.
Nice one. Amabonsu.
Amabonsoe. Mama manyum sama so. Alomoja swinging safari.
Swinging
Safari.
Swinging Safari.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What? What is Swinging Safari?
Like somebody who is hip,
Okay.
somebody who is well advanced.
Okay.
With time.
All right.
That's what we call swinging safari.
Right. So you have done P, you have done Ewe, any Ghana song, and a popular Ghana song.
Kabohena, bole kabohena, kaine fi wote bi kra. Mite momo, mila mite momo, oya no ya boy wo modern. Mite momo, mila mite momo, oya no ya boy wo modern. Doko bekwa ni ba chake njomo. Ine hiwo kagbo hina kwa. Mite momo, mila mite momo. Oya no ya boy wo modern.
That's amazing.
The meaning?
The meaning of that song, yeah.
And what else you guys want? It's a whole bunch of.
I think we have had enough. It's okay. You did well. Thanks so much. At least now you know the voice behind those kind of songs that you were listening to then and still enjoying. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing very well.
I'm fine.
I can see that.
Health-wise.
Okay, so before Ramblers, who were you playing with?
I started with a group called Jazz Kings.
Jazz Kings.
Yes.
Okay.
And it used to be Accra Orchestra that E.T. Manson, Joe Kelly, Tim Bruce, Jerry Hansen himself, and all the great musicians. That's where they all started at. So after they dispersed, Jazz Kings was formed out of Accra Orchestra.
Okay.
So we were the latest who came in somewhere around in 1958 to 59. That's where I started with. And then I ended up with Sakakwe, African Tones.
Okay.
But African Tones, I was with them for about 2 years, and Ramblers spotted me.
Okay.
So I joined Ramblers around 64.
And Ramblers, Jerry
Hansen, yes.
Okay, he formed it.
Yeah, he formed Ramblers Dance Band.
And you played with them for how many years?
I played with Ramblers for about 6 years.
With how many records or songs recorded?
We have about 2 albums and a couple of 45s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the attitude of bandsmen. It looks like you can't rely on bandsmen when it comes to going for a program, and one may not show up, or one may think like because without him you can't play. Where from that thing from?
Now,
bandsmen.
I didn't come across a thing like that with the Ramblers. With the Ramblers, it's an exception. Ramblers was the group that I played with, and I say
they're professionals.
Yes, they are not professional. They are semi-professionals.
Okay.
Ramblers, everybody works.
Okay.
We all work. We are not
professional. Have your businesses?
Yes.
Okay.
But we play almost like professionals, and we get gigs more than even professionals.
What was he doing differently that was keeping the group as you are describing?
That's beyond my imagination. That's why I say that's the only group I played with in Ghana, and I felt like, yes, this is a group.
Okay.
You know, money-wise, my first payment when I joined Ramblers, I thought it was a mistake. When I got with the monthly payment, I was then working with Ghana Airways, but I saw my monthly payment is more than the money that I received from Ghana Airways.
Okay.
They said, no, that's your salary.
How far did you go with Ramblers in terms of treks and shows?
Oh, a whole lot. West Coast of Africa, and then we toured London also twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Ghana?
Ghana.
Did you cover the whole region?
What, in Ghana?
In Ghana.
Oh, Ghana. Yeah. Kumasi was the most populous place. You know, Kumasi took Ramblers as their band.
Okay.
So we play twice a month in Kumasi.
Twice a month in Kumasi?
Yes. Twice.
At various spots or venues?
Mostly at the Hotel de Kingsway.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the 6 years that I played with Ramblers, I never rested on a Saturday. Every Saturday there's a gig.
Okay.
Could you imagine? Saturday, there's no Saturday that we are off. Besides Saturdays, we play Fridays, the Saturday and the Sunday also.
Okay.
At our base at Metropole Hotel.
Metropole Hotel. Which summit is that?
Yes, Metropole right now is
Accra.
Is in Accra.
Okay.
Yeah. Okanshi.
Okanshi. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. That's our base.
Any challenging moments with Ramblers?
Oh man, a lot. Let me say, Globe Masters came and gone. Stargazers was the time that I was in school.
Okay.
And police band, armed forces, farmers band.
Okay.
Navy, all these bands are all professionals.
Okay.
We are the only amateur band. That's where we have the competition. We face them.
Okay.
And we get gigs more than any of other group.
Was it because of the languages you guys were singing?
We sing any kind of language. We play any kind of tribal music. That's part of it too.
Okay.
Yes.
How many crew members?
How many?
As in the team, how many?
About 15.
15?
Yes.
Singers, drummers,
Yes.
guitarists. Can you mention some of your colleagues' names?
Okay. I sang with Charles Kojo. We have Asari as trumpeter. We have Ose, also trumpet. Kwashi, trombone. Ajilo Forsen, alto sax. Tete Planche, also alto sax. Felix Amenuda, tenor sax. And Jerry Hansen, the leader, tenor sax. Then we have a conga player called Fletcher.
Okay.
And the drummer is Eddie O. The bassist is my cousin, Dr. Soga.
Okay.
And guitarist, Kwana Coffee.
Right. Joe Artiso is your stage name or your given name by your parents?
Atiso is my real name, but people thought it's
your nickname?
It's my nickname, yeah.
Okay.
Oklu is my last name, but people don't know me for Oklu.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm an Ewe.
Ewe.
I was born and raised in Ghana, in Accra. So I speak the tree. I speak the Ga more than even the Ewe.
Okay.
And the tree.
Okay. So your upbringing, you lived with your parents, both parents?
Yes, I live with my mama and my father. Yes.
How did they take it when you decided to do music?
How did they do what?
How did they take it when you decided to do music?
Oh, man, especially my mama didn't like it. Oh no, my mama don't want me to become a musician, and I have to fight. I have to fight it all. My uncles call me. They have a conference. I say no, I'm not gonna be like what you think, because there were some musicians in the area who became drug addicts and alcoholics, later on in their life. They thought maybe if I do, I'll go the same. I told my mom, I promised her, I said, Mama, no way. They said, you are a little kid, you don't know what you're going into. But I fought it hard. I stayed in music, and later on, when I saw my mama one day, I told my mom, Mama, you remember when you used to beat me, you don't want me to become a musician. Now what? She said, get the hell out of my face.
But growing up, was there a certain profession that you wanted to pursue that music came in?
All the time I wanted to become an engineer.
Okay.
And in Ghana, because of the music, I couldn't get a chance to do anything, to pursue. I did automobile electrician for some time.
Right.
But when I left Ramblers and came to the United States, then I went back to school and graduated as electronics engineering.
Oh, okay.
And became a teacher. So this is what I did. Yeah, I'm still teaching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which year did you come? Which year did you come to America?
1970.
1970?
Yes.
In and out, in and out?
No, I came just to I've been back home a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So you left Ramblers for America?
Yes.
Or you left before? So you left for some time before you came to America?
No, I left Ramblers to America.
Why did you do that?
I have wanted, like the question you asked me from the beginning, I have wanted to go back to school, something that I want to do instead of singing. So I say, when I'm in Ghana, if I go to school in Ghana, this group will still be chasing me all around. So let me just go somewhere else. the audacity and the taste to come to America anyway.
Okay.
Because when I was coming up, listening to American music, especially jazz and stuff like that, that's what I started with. Jazz then became rock and roll, became a top rock and roll singer, and all the time I wanted to come to the United States.
Okay.
And even when we went to London, there were a whole lot of, most of my friends were in London also. They wanted me to stay, but I said no, I can't do that. I can't run away from Jerry Hansen. I won't disappoint him. So we went to London twice. I came back to Ghana with the group.
Okay.
Because I wanted to live on a good note.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us something small about Jerry Hansen. Those of us who don't know
Jerry
much about
Hansen, okay. Yeah. Jerry Hansen, like I started with Jazz Kings. Jerry Hansen started with Accra Orchestra, with those great musicians. And he was mostly trained by Sakakwe.
Okay.
Sakakwe of African Tones. Sakakwe was a very good tenor player. So he really trained Jerry Hansen, and Jerry Hansen and King Bruce and Sakakwe, they all started black beats. But later on, Sakakwe left to the United States for his studies, postgraduate studies. And Jerry Hansen stayed with black beats. And for a long time, later on, Jerry Hansen left with a couple of the guys, and they formed Ramblers. What they did was they spoke with this Syrian man called Zaka. They asked Zaka if he can form a group for them, if he can sponsor them, and they'll pay him off. And Zaka did that.
Okay.
And Jerry Hansen, with his talent, he was a very good arranger.
Okay.
Bring a song and Jerry Hansen would change it into something.
Was he a writer too?
He didn't write that much, but I give him the arranging side.
Okay.
He's a great arranger.
Who was writing for the group?
A whole bunch of people. Ampedu was the last the last person who wrote mostly for Ramblers.
Nana Ampedu.
Nana Ampedu, yes.
Okay.
And Robert Eni Johnson.
Okay.
Joseph, I've forgotten this guy. He's from Cape Coast area.
Okay.
A whole lot. And then there's a guy called, he's from Igbo area.
Nigerian.
Nigerian, yeah. He also wrote a couple of Nigerian songs for us.
Okay. What was your stronghold in the group? Your stronghold in the group. The role you played best in your group.
I swear I can't. Anything we touch is just gold. Tree, Ghana, Ewe, Latin America, Nigeria. No, we play anything.
Do you play any instrument?
I don't play any instrument. I was trying to play the conga. That's my master.
It didn't work. It's not your calling.
Because the singing, I can't,
Can't be playing and
both of them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it hurts me that I didn't learn. I didn't learn any instrument. When I was with Jazz Kings, he offered me to play alto sax. I said, I don't want to play alto sax. I want to sing. I'm going to sing. So, but later on, I regretted. I should have learned how to play some instrument.
Okay. How were you marketing your group or your songs? Because I know of only GBC then.
Now, Jerry Hansen is a very influential guy. You know, he knows a whole lot of, people, and he touched bases, you know.
Okay.
So he was able to capture all we do is, he always advises, if we have to play some song for people to like, we have to devote our time and learn how to play the song really, really good, so that the person who even brought the song or gave us the song will be surprised.
Okay.
You know, so that's our motto. When you give us a song, we say we're gonna make this song perfect. You'll be surprised.
Okay.
And we practice. Practice.
Who gave you your first opportunity to hold microphone? Edmond.
Let me see. Okay, you asking good question. I was singing. I was with some rock and roll group.
Okay.
The name of the group is Guy School of Rock and Roll. A friend of mine came to call me. He said, "You can sing rock and roll and you can dance rock and roll, man. They have a group at Osu. Can you join us? So I said, well, I'll come and check you guys out." So I went and checked them out, and I started with them. I was doing the rock and roll and everything. And we had a show coming. They gave a song to a guy, one of the guys in the group, Island in the Sun.
Okay.
And he couldn't sing it. So I told the leader, I said, "This is a cheap song. I can sing this. I know this song. I want some jazz rock." I said, "Oh, you." Everybody was going to say, "Oh, you can." I said, "Give
me
it,
a microphone.
bring it." So they gave me the mic and I sang Island in the Sun. I said, "What? This guy got a voice." So we did the show, and then there was another group called Black Eagle.
Okay.
They also had a show, and it's the Jazz Kings band which backs the rock and roll group.
Okay.
But they play all instruments. They don't have nobody singing. So there was a guy who plays the trumpet. Him and I, we came from the same area. So he told them, "Hey, I have a guy back home who can sing rock and roll songs." They said, "Come on, bring him." So they had a big show at Baden Power. So they had invited me to come to the show. I was sitting there. Then they mentioned my name. And all my guys say, hey. First time I'm going on the face a mic. So I went back to the stage, and then they said, I said, what kind of song you? I said, "You sing anything, we'll come back." I said, "No way, man. How?" They said, "You sing, we'll back you."
So then we're doing covers. You're doing people's song, right?
Oh yeah, those the Little Richie, Fats Domino, all those great rock and roll singers. I know most of their songs.
Okay.
So when they announced me to come to the stage, I went to the stage, and then they said, "Here's a mic." I said, what do I do with it?
That's a challenge.
I've never stand behind the mic before. They say, "You stand behind, you sing, do whatever you want to do, just face the mic." That was it.
Wow. And that was which year? Can you remember?
That was 58.
1958.
Yes.
Wow. What was your biggest show ever that you can recollect?
My biggest show that I can recollect, there were a whole lot of shows that we played under Kwame Nkrumah before the coup d'etat.
Okay.
We used to play for their conferences and stuff like that. But the last part, when I was about to leave, when we went to London in 1967, second part, and we came home with knock on wood, and there was like a competition, all types of groups and vocals and stuff like that. And people came to exposed themselves, sang, did this, and we did Knock on Wood.
Okay.
That was the biggest show.
Held where? Where was he held?
Star Hotel.
Star Hotel.
Yes.
And Kwame Nkrumah was present.
No, Kwame Nkrumah has been overthrown a year before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was our breakthrough. Yeah.
But this coup, the coup d'etats, thrown over governments, did it affect music or nightlife?
Our time, it was okay. Our time, there were a couple of curfews.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Kwame Nkrumah's life was being threatened, there were a whole lot of curfews. It affected the music field, but after it was over, and then the coup d'etat came when he was overthrown. When he was ruling, Ramblers didn't go through any changes. They took care of us.
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah's CPP, the group, they took care of us. We didn't go through changes. Besides people who were caught. If you want to argue or you want to do something against Kwame Nkrumah, they cut you. That's it. It was a scary moment those days.
Okay.
But we didn't go through things.
Okay. Where was Ebotela then?
Ebotela played with Stargazers of Kumasi.
Right.
And I think he left to Liberia. Most of these musicians, they left Ghana to Liberia.
Because Liberia
started swinging a little bit. Liberia was coming up, so they were looking for Ghanaian musicians.
Okay.
I was in school by then. I was in elementary school.
Okay.
So after I completed, schooling, those guys are gone. Most of them, Some of them are my elder friends. They came back. Some of them came back. Some of them left from Liberia to United States. Most of them are.
Was Pat Thomas in the scene then?
No. Pat Thomas was after me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your time was Ebotela and Purdue.
Ebotela self, his time was in Liberia.
Okay.
He has gone. I wanted to. I love his backing, but I couldn't play with him.
Oh, okay.
But I played with one of the greatest guitarists, which is Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
And Obotela, those days, they were the competitors, the two men.
And where was Akobwa, the grand, they have three Akobwas. The younger one, the one who just died, and his father. Where was he?
His father was he composes for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his father was the one who composed oh, yeah, that's him.
I see. So now, if any person comes to you and wants to be a musician or wants to be an entertainer, what kind of advice would you give to the person? Right
now, things have changed. You can't compare our time to their time.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, what's going on is really, really, really. But they are enjoying. So what can I say? In their own little thing that they've seen, at least right now, there are no nightclubs in Ghana.
You hardly find nightclubs.
You see? Back home, when I was playing with Ramblers, nightclubs is uncountable. all over, from Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, wherever, there are nightclubs.
And it was helping the business because you were getting places to play.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you don't have nightclubs and groups can play in nightclubs, I mean, what's the use? They have to come to the United States or go to London or Germany. You know, how many gigs do they play even when they go abroad? You know?
I was even asking my brother here, how come of late bands, groups don't record songs, unlike before when you were recording?
Yeah, I don't know how to even answer that question.
Now they can't record, just do covers, play, that's it. They don't record like before.
Yeah, and it's hurting them. It's hurting them, and there are a whole lot of talented musicians coming up. They have to find some way. They have to find a way to, because over here in the United States, when groups are formed, most of the time they play somewhere. You know, they have outings, places to go to play. They have concerts. You know, something got to be done. You know, in Ghana and around the west coast of Africa. Some of the African countries, they are, like I'm looking at some videos about Senegal and rising. I think Senegalese, they say, yeah. Because I've been to Senegal a couple of times, and it's strictly religion, you know, Islamic this. But right now they are doing things un-Islamic.
The songs that you did with Ramblers, who owned the rights? The royalties?
Royalties all went to Jerry Hansen and his folks.
Okay.
Yeah, when I came to his burial about 10 years ago, I was trying to chase that royalties, and it didn't work.
Okay.
No, it hurts.
So he registered it in his name?
Yes.
So none of the members?
None of the members received nothing. No, you say none of the members, how many of us are left?
Anyway.
It's only about me, Edisoga, Charles Kujo. And I think Ose is also alive, but we can't hear from him, his whereabouts. They say he moved to Brongahafu area, one of our trumpeters, who said. So the Royalties, back home, when I was there, Royalties comes in almost every 3 months.
Right.
They give you a lot of money.
But you can still revisit it, because once you have the vinyl and you have the credits, those who played what, who played that, you have everything.
Yes.
So definitely things can be done about it in terms of
I was trying to chase it, but I didn't have time. My time expired, and I say maybe one day when I go back home, because there was a time when I was there, I went to visit my uncle, Colonel Agbiko.
Okay.
He passed away. And the guy came in there. There was a party going on behind his house. And so when the guy came and he said, they introduced me to him, he said, this is my nephew, Joe Artiso, Ramblers Dansman. He said, huh? Ramblers? They said, yes, that's him. He said, yeah, uncle, you're this thing, your son is a millionaire.
Because the songs are being played everywhere.
Yes. And this guy's father owns some stores in Accra area.
Okay.
And he said the musician union has made a rule that anybody who plays, anybody who plays any recording should pay something.
Yeah.
So these guys were collecting money. And this guy was telling my uncle, Ramblers recordings are most popular. They play their music to attract customers to come and buy things. So that's why I told my uncle I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, because, yes, definitely.
He sees the money that's being collected, you know. So I went to ask Bessa. He would hear Bessa sound. I said, listen, who is collecting our money? He couldn't answer me properly. I didn't have time to chase it or to proceed. And I left. But it's going on.
Yeah. I'll follow up for you. I'll call somebody to check, because when you go to the system, you can find who's taking the money. I'll check.
I will appreciate it if you check, and then
I'll check and give you a contact that you can talk to him.
Okay.
Because once the records are there, once the names are there, then we can be split. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
That was our uncle Joe Artiso, former member of Ramblers Band. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.